Welcome back to another video. I have some bad news, unfortunately, about a project that decided to drop 92% in value over just a 2-hour period. But I do have some good news too about Bitcoin, so stick around until the end. I'll talk about Bitcoin, but first I want to begin with this project called Mantra that has its own native token called OM. And unfortunately, over the past couple of hours, it lost all the way to 92% of its value, dropping from a $5.5 billion market evaluation all the way to $300 million. So how does this happen? Well, until this point, I made an emergency update video on the Telegram community, which you can join using the free link in the description below, and on Twitter. But until this point, the project haven't given any sort of clarification on why this has taken place. And guys, this is like a top 25, or was a top 25 crypto coin. And the only reasoning the project really gave was that an exchange, which I'm suspecting it's Binance, decided to exploit the project and liquidate large leverage positions on the project, causing it to dump massively in value. Now, obviously, we don't have the full proof on this yet. Perhaps we will get it in the upcoming few hours. But apart from that, and apart from a Discord community announcement blaming the tariffs for the token dump, they don't really have any sort of good explanation, and that is concerning. It is concerning. From what I know, from what I've researched over literally just the 2 hours, because it's been happening very, very recently. From my research, it is possible that this crash is happening due to huge amounts of token unlocks. If you guys have been watching the CryptoKid videos and the Moonshow videos, I'm super bullish on RWA. And Mantra is an RWA project that has a lot of institutional backing and appears to be a good product, and it appears to be a good project with a great team. That's what it appears to be. I mean, this team was at Paris Blockchain Week. Now they're on their way to South Korea to do an event. They're a very public team, very licensed. So in Dubai, like, it's just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. They don't feel like a Luna team or a FTX team at all. So it's very strange, and I think there is a mess up in perhaps the tokenomics and perhaps the market makers or the exchange that tried to take advantage of them, or maybe it was the token unlocks that caused a lot of investors to decide to take profit, because it has been performing. The token has been performing very well since specifically January of 2024. So it's either a combination of things, a perfect storm, or just mismanagement from the token side. But whatever it is, definitely it's not a good look for altcoins overall, because you realize that this could happen to pretty much every single crypto project. There's no way of truly knowing if it will happen to your favorite coin or not. And that's why it made me realize that, you know what, maybe I should be adjusting my portfolio to a stage where if I do lose my entirety of my altcoin holdings, then I will be okay with it. I will truly be fine with losing my altcoin holdings. Yes, I will be sad, but if I lose it, nothing will change in my life. With my Bitcoin holdings, it's not the same. If I lose my Bitcoin, it won't be good, because 95 to almost 98% of my portfolio is in crypto, and a very big majority of it is in Bitcoin. So if my Bitcoin goes, not good. But obviously Bitcoin can't crash 91% in 2 hours unless Satoshi Nakamoto decides to move his coins. And yeah, it's not a good thing. I would be careful with altcoins, and I would definitely remember that altcoins do have a lot of potential of making you money. 20, 100, 5x, it doesn't matter. You do have a lot of opportunity with the good altcoins to make a lot of money in altcoin season. But the reason why you have such a good potential upside is due to the huge potential downside you can also have with these projects. And always make sure to risk manage well and understand these risks. It's super, super important. So many people blindly put a lot of their portfolio into one single altcoin just because they get emotionally attached to it, but they don't understand the underlying risk. So please, please, please remember that, and to understand that diversification and Bitcoin dominance is in portfolios is a very important thing to do, at least from my perspective. But apart from Mantra, Bitcoin is actually the good news that I want to talk about, because 2 hours ago we got President Trump announcing that the news we got from Howard Lutnick yesterday, the Secretary of Commerce, about tech products, semiconductors, smartphones, from being excluded from the tariffs on China and the rest of the countries, apparently was fake news. Apparently, tech products are going to be included in the tariffs. So that initially did cause Bitcoin to come down to 83.5 and for stocks to open in the red. But by the looks of it, we're doing very well. In fact, Apple bounced from its low at $160 all the way up to now 220 bucks, which is insane. Insane to see. And that's why I'm still expecting a relatively bullish week. I'm expecting a breakout for Bitcoin on this week, and that's how I'm positioning my trades. If we don't see the breakout this week, then likely we will consolidate between the upper 70 range and the lower 80 range until the end of this month and going into the first week of May. But I think we will fundamentally follow global liquidity and start pumping massively back over to $100,000 in the upcoming 2 to 3 weeks. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's currently 5 a.m. in Dubai. I guess I'm not going to sleep because I have class in like 3 hours time. So it is what it is. But thank you for watching. Good night, good morning, depending on where you are. Destroy the likes. And with that said, I'll see you on the next video very soon. Take care. And as always, bye-bye.